Okay, I've muted the stream in the background, so that should be an issue. So I think everything's good to go. Please let me know if it's not. And as you guys can probably tell by the title of the stream, I'm going to be working on the Hunter rewrite for Annie. If you have the class, you might use it. You might notice that it's broken. Some of the features are kind of lackluster, and some of them just plain out don't work. So what I'll be trying to do today is, instead of trying to work through some older code that we had written a long time ago, is just getting a fresh start, creating the actual Annihilation class from the ground up, and going from there. So, let's see here. Right. So this is going to be our template here for Hunter. As you can see, the entire class is just, blank. I just created a couple minutes ago. You can see 3:52 p.m. That's 8 minutes before the stream started. So going to go ahead and get started on this. For those of you who have never played Annihilation, or who do not have the class, or have never played it, whatever, the whole concept behind Hunter is that you spawn and can summon in wolves with you, and you can also place down traps. Now the wolves will attack teammates, and the traps, you can set other players who step on them will receive a negative effect, whether it's damage, a debuff, anything like that. So, why does that keep happening? I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So the first thing we need to do is essentially we need to make this into an Annihilation class by extending ability listener here. And this basically tells the plugin that Hunter now has its own unique set of abilities that, are unique to it and that you can use when you're playing. So anything that happens that, is a gameplay feature would be specified in here. And so, let's see. Oh, I think my push to talk key is actually messing something here. Hold on, I'm just going to disable push to talk quickly. Alright, there we go. Push to talk is off. Please let me know if you guys can still hear me. So the first thing I want to do is, as with pretty much any class that is going to be used, it's good to have a lot of configurable options. You don't want to have to open the code every time you want to make a balance change. And so what I'm going to be doing here is just adding a couple variables that I think are going to be important in the future. So, let's see here. Okay, so just going to set out those two values, and those will be essentially saved to a configuration file, and we'll be able to edit them on the fly. So instead of having to actually decompile code and everything, we'll just be able to edit those in a configuration value. Am I quiet? Let me see here. If it's audible, that might be the best we're going to get it. Let me check OBS. Let me see real quick. Is that any better? Okay, there we go. Alright, so Laser's right. Terrible person. Those fields need to be public in order to actually be serialized and saved with configuration file. Okay, so I'll probably need to add more of those as we go along, but that should be good for now. Right. So, first things first, need to actually start getting class together here. So, what I want to do is just get some overridden methods from Ability Listener here that I want to have, so just so I don't forget them later. Okay, so for now these two methods won't actually do anything, but I want to have them there just so I don't forget to do something in the future. And so, thinking what we'll do is every player will start with 3 wolf eggs, and when you use one of those wolf spawn eggs, it will spawn a wolf that'll fight for you. It'll attack your enemies. If you've ever played vanilla and someone sicked a wolf on you, it's really annoying. All that stuff. But these will probably not just be normal wolves. They might even have a little bit of a buff. It depends, but that's more of a balance change. Okay. So, I'm probably going to be terrible at actually commenting on what I'm doing because I can't multitask, but that is okay. Actually, right, so this is where every code, or everything's going to be handled for when we actually spawn a wolf, because I don't want to spawn just a vanilla wolf, because then you'd have to tame it with bones. It's going to suck, it'll be killed in one shot. That's not very useful to people playing Annihilation. No, I don't have a face cam, I don't own one, and I'm not really interested in using one, so whatever. Right, so I believe when in vanilla, if you spawn a wolf, you've got to feed it bones until it likes you, so whatever. So, let's see here. First things first is I want to check what kind of entity that we are spawning here. So, obviously, we really only care about wolves unless you're spawning in, no, it's wolf. It's just going to be wolves, so if entity is an instance of a wolf, so this makes sure we're handling things only if the player is, only if a wolf is spawning. I don't care about other mobs spawning in this case. Right. And so it looks like this will give us our wolf object. We've basically told everything here that, if it is a wolf, then give us this wolf object. Trust me, entity, it's a wolf. Compiler, don't kill me. Trust me, it is what I'm telling you it is. Let's see what we can do here. So there's a bunch of different things we can grab information-wise from the wolf. The first thing we probably want to do is set it to be the owner, or set the player as its owner, because you don't want to have to carry around bones. Not necessary, so. Ooh. Let's see here. So first thing I would need to do is get whoever's spawned the wolf. Oh, whatever, I'll figure that out as I go along. Alright, so we're going to set the wolf's owner, which takes an animal tamer object. I have no idea what an animal tamer is, but that's not really important. I'll have to actually grab whoever is spawning in the wolf here, which this event won't actually let me do unless I can get why it's spawned here. Let me see. No. Okay. So what I'm going to do instead, because I can't actually get who's spawning that there, is right. So with this event, player interact event, it's fired when you left click a block or you right click something, whatever. I'm going to use that to get the player because there might be a way to do it from the server saying, hey, I'm spawning an entity, but if there is, I don't know how to do it, whatever, not important. So this will require a bit more checking and whatnot, but that's okay. First things first is we're going to want to store the player, grab the player object from the event. Next thing is we're going to want to check if they have the ability. They are the hunter class, so if has ability player, that will make sure that they are using the hunter class currently. Instant lightning, I didn't break the website. I'm not a terrible person that just does that every night. So this checks if they have the ability. If they've got the ability, we then want to check if they are essentially right-clicking with a wolf spawn egg, whatever it's called. So first thing is to check if it's a right-click. So I think we've got something. Is right-click. There we go. We have some fancy utility that'll just save a little bit of code when we're doing that. And I probably don't need that to be a separate if statement, so I'll just combine that. The condition of this first one here. And then we'll want to grab the item in their hand. Oops. Wow, I'm bad. So we'll store the item in their hand in an item stack object for future reference. Now, we want to make sure this item is an actual wolf egg, and there's a couple of things we're going to have to do to safeguard against issues for that. So, make sure the item stack's not null, and if the item stack's not air. Realistically, those shouldn't cause issues, even if it was air, but I've had problems with that in the past, so just to be safe, I'm going to do that for now. And item stack get type equals, I have no idea what it's going to be called. It's probably some sort of spawn egg. My computer's not having any Minecraft today. Egg? Material dragon egg. No, that's not what we want. Monster egg? Monster eggs. Oh, thank you for the wonderful naming conventions here. Let's go with monster egg. Let me actually switch to Minecraft real quick, because I'm going to need to know what exactly a wolf egg is. Let's see here. Wolf. Yeah, so 383.95. Okay. So what we'll do here, make sure OBS is not breaking everything. Nope, we're good. Is there an object for a monster egg? Yes, there is. Ooh, maybe it's monster eggs then. Ugh. And we'll want to actually... Let me do that? No, it won't. Let's see here. There's some such thing as a spawn egg. Oh, there is. Okay. Is that... Alright. Why are you mad at me? Material to spawn. What is spawn egg? Oh, material data. Yeah, that makes sense. Get data. There we go. Okay. So now we've got the actual spawn egg object. let's see what we can do here. Spawn egg, perfect. So spawn egg.get spawn type. So we'll want to check if the spawn egg is a wolf egg, obviously, because they're spawning in wolves. So get spawn type equals entity type dot wolf. Right. I'm assuming it's monster eggs. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Middle click on the mouse, why? Go away. Actually, 97. Is that the actual ID there? Oh, it is monster egg. Okay. Yeah. It's right the first time. Okay, so we've got everything we need to go. We're checking if it is actually a wolf that you are spawning there. So, what we'll do is, instead of using the event handler for this, I'm going to create a method that I can pass this player to. Okay. Right. Just thinking of how I want to handle this here. Because I need to be able to get both the player and the actual spawn. Or actually just the player and the wolf. Right. Am I still on Minecraft? Why? Hold on, I've got some hotkey up for there. Did that do it? No. Let me switch. Whatever. There we go. Okay. Right. So, maybe this won't be the easiest way to do it, but this way I'm going to do it. So, I'm going to say, screw the actual interaction that you just did. I'm going to cancel it. So that won't do anything. It won't take away the item. It won't take away your, wolf spawn egg or anything. Nothing will happen until I actually handle it down here. Right. So, I may as well actually decrement the amount of, wolf eggs they're going to have in their hand. Where is that? Greed. There we go. Okay. So, I'm going to do the fancy way of doing things here. Entity type.wolf. Alright, so we're going to spawn a wolf at their location. Currently it's just vanilla wolf. It doesn't actually do anything, whatever. Go to immobilizer and switch the 2 to a 5. No, I don't want to. We're going to be making balance changes. We've got a lot of changes planned. In fact, we have our own code branch that is designated for a future balance update. That'll all be rolled at once, though. I'm currently working on the actual main section of the code, so this will be available once I roll it out, and you won't have to wait or anything. But yeah, we've got balance changes in mind, but that just isn't what I'm currently doing. But it is one of our top priorities. So, spawn a wolf there. Does this return the entity that is being spawned? It does. So, cast that to wolf. And we've got the wolf stored in an object that we just spawned. So now, unlike entity spawn event, you can actually set the owner and do all that fancy stuff. So the set owner takes in an animal tamer object. That's something interesting to name an object. This is Minecraft, not a zoo. I'm guessing player has some sort of class hierarchy in common with animal tamer. Yeah, it does, because that's an acceptable parameter for the object. So I'm guessing player, animal tamer is a subclass of player or something similar to that. So we've got the wolf here, and now what this will do right here is it will prevent you from having to actually feed the wolf bones in order to tame it and all that crap. So you've got a wolf, it's got that red collar, it likes you and all that stuff. Now, going from here, this wolf should now follow you around and everything. But I don't actually remember off the top of my head if, let's say, you get really far away from your wolf in vanilla Minecraft, if it teleports to you or not. Someone actually wants to let me know in the comments. That'd be fantastic. If not, I can handle that myself, but if it does in vanilla, there's no need for me to do it now. So, this is our very basic handling for spawning wolf that will follow you. Now, we're going to want to actually store these wolves against the players somehow. So that way we can keep track of how many wolves they have spawned. We can honor our commitment to the limit max number of wolves here. So what I'll do is create an object that will allow us to store two things in a very interesting relationship. Wow, that sounds like I'm shipping two people. No, it'll allow us to store two objects, so I can basically say, hey, give me whatever this object represents. So it's a key value system, and that object is the hash map, as you can see up there. So we will want our player to be the key, and we are going to want a list of wolves as the value. Right. Oops. We will call this wolves. Right. As long as it's not sitting, it will teleport. That is fantastic. Right, so this is where we're going to store all of the wolves. So if I were to say, hey, grab all the wolves that this player has, I would say, you know, wolves.getPlayer, and it would return a list of wolves that they have. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that we're actually storing these. So, wolves. Actually, the first thing we want to do is check if they can spawn the wolf, if they're not over the limit. So if wolves.contains key player, yeah. So if player's already in the wolves object and they have a correct number of wolves. Sup guys, SocomX here, back with another tech stream. Since Twitch is down, I'll be typing out to you what I'm no, I'm just kidding. Okay, so that was a Twitch issue. I didn't break everything. And we're just gonna keep going from there. Thank you, Twitch, for ruining my first ever streaming experience. I really appreciate it. That's just, it's very much heartfelt. Right. I don't even know where I was. Oh, do I have music playing in the background? See. Whatever. I'll. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay. So we were checking if this player already has wolves registered, and if the amount of wolves they have registered. Oh, actually, this needs to be 4. So if they are registered, no, it needs to be and. I'm fucking terrible. And they've got less than the maximum number of wolves. Right. So we'll then Wolves. Actually, this isn't what I want to do at all. So wolves that puts wolves that put player. And then a new array list of type wolf. That'll work. Wolves.get player that size is less than max number of wolves. What am I still on IntelliJ? Yeah, I am. Just checking. Okay. Then wolves.get player add. Actually, since I've got to spawn the wolf, could do this. Right. Okay. I do this. I don't even know if this is the thing. No, I can't. Whatever. Okay. I'll regret doing that because that's going to spawn the wolf in regardless. Because I'm a terrible person, but I'll handle that later. Wonder if this is a... Can I just... That's probably an awful idea. Yeah, that's an awful idea. Yeah. Okay. Just do this. Else Hunter wolf again equals a new wolf. Okay. There we go. We're good. So what it says right here is when I spawn a wolf, I grab a new wolf object and I set to null. For those of you who do not code, basically, null does it represents nothing. There's nothing there. It has yet to be created, for lack of a better explanation. Then I check if your player object is already registered with wolves. So this would mean if you have already registered, or if you've already spawned in a wolf. If you have, then it checks if the amount of wolves you've got with you is less than the amount that you are able to spawn. If it is, you know, it actually assigns a wolf to Hunter Wolf, and then it adds it to the list of wolves that your player represents. Now, let's say if you already have too many wolves, we want to tell the player, check Coloro. Oh yeah, check Coloro. Please. You already have... I do this really anal thing whenever I type in messages that I send to the player. People probably hate me that work with me for it, but I always do, like, if it's an error, not an error, but you've done something wrong, always do red for the context of the message, and then I'll do yellow along with the actual information, whatever. You'll get the idea. Wolves spawned. So I'll just let them know. And we'll return, because we won't do anything else. Actually, why is that gotta be there? Oh, I see why. Okay. Now, so we've got the wolf, doesn't do anything yet. So the first thing we're going to want to do is set the owner to the player like we did previously before Twitch exploded. Yeah, sorry guys, if you think I'm not reading chat, it's because I'm glancing in between while I'm working on this. I tend to get very focused when I actually do write this code. And I don't stream, it's not something that I typically do. So, if I'm not reading the chat a lot, that's because I'm getting distracted by actually coding stuff. But that's probably something I'll just have to deal with, get better as time goes on and I stream some more. Right, we got this basic wolf. It's not buffed or anything, I can add that later. I'm just checking over everything here. And so we'll want to do a bit of cleanup. Let's say this player leaves the server. This right here would probably get my neck wrung by Adam and Laser in like a tag team of them taking a bat and beating me with it out back. This is what causes memory leaks, storing a player object when it is no longer needed by the server. So what I want to do is this. Right. So, SOCOM, write a note in your code somewhere saying ES was here. I would, but I don't want to. And I'm sorry, I took a drink of Gatorade. I almost just said a swig of Gatorade. I forgot, because usually I've got push to talk on, but I don't. So you're going to hear me taking swigs of Gatorade. Right, so what we want to do is when they leave the server, whether the game is over or not, we want to get rid of wolves. So, first thing we want to do is kill all the wolves that were there. We don't want them walking around attacking players while the player's not alive on the server. So, if... this is going to be a common method call between those... I'll write it here and use fanciness later. So, wolves dot... Come on, SOCOM. Let's go. Just to be sure. There. We'll loop through all the wolves that we've got, and we just want to call Hunter Wolf. I could just do remove, but honestly, I think it would be kind of cool. Let's say someone's got a bunch of wolves spawned around, and then you see them disconnect. I think it would look really cool if they all just kind of keeled over and died. I know that might be a scarring mental image for some of you, but deal with it. Set health. So that I actually kind of want to see how that looks. If I had like 100 wolves spawned in as Hunter, and I left the server, they would all just kind of fall over and die. I know, I'm a bad person. Whatever. Right, and then we will want to remove that. And the reason I've got both player quit event and player kick event here is because they are both essentially the same thing. Player quit event is called, I believe, when just a player leaves the server, they disconnect /hub, whatever. Kick is if, you're kicked for whatever reason. But we need to handle both of them. So what we'll do is we'll use IntelliJ Beautifulness to convert this into a method. And I think that's Control-Alt-M. Yeah, there we go. So highlight text, Control-Alt-M, private void, handle, yeah, wolf. I'm getting creative with the method names today. Look at that. That's just, that's nice. And we'll put this, I like to keep my stuff kind of in order here. We'll put it down there. Oh, I don't want to do that. No, no, no. Silly boy. It's not what we want to do. Hee hee. Right. So come to a Q&A. I am doing a Q&A, except I'm not answering very many Qs. Got him. Okay, so this will clean up everything, and I won't get evil, murderous people hurting me. I'm just kidding. No, we're here at the Shotbow Network Development Team. We're all very, very nice people. It's just you don't want to do something silly like leave player objects around so they cause memory leaks, because that is a bad thing. So, join. Is there anything else I need to change here before we demo this? Register the events on join. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. So what I'll need to do now, in order to get this actually up and going, is I'll need to grab the config file off of the dev server. And you guys won't be able to see that because it is going into the dev server. But just give me a second. And I also need to make some config changes because I, deleted the class and remade it. So that might change a couple things here and there. Really sassy today. Where's Hunter? Trap cooldown. Yeah, we don't need that. Yeah, so like I said, the reason I added these configuration variables, max number wolves and max number traps, and there's going to be more, is because I want everything to be configurable. Currently, the only valuable value we've got that's configurable is trap cooldown in the config. We're going to want more than that. So, do that. Save that file, upload that back to the server. I know you guys can't see it, but I don't have a Twitter account at all. I'm not a social media guy. Sorry. And then we will want to go into kits. Scroll all the way down to find Hunter. Actually, it's probably not all the way down. It's probably in the middle somewhere. Unless I passed it. Nah, we're good. You are the Predator, an experienced outdoorsman. You command a pack of wolves that seek out your enemies. When killing someone, yeah, whatever. So it spawns with a wood axe, pick, spade, sword, a bone. Okay, so I see. That's probably a better idea. How it was originally implemented was you would right-click a class item with a cooldown, and that would spawn a wolf. In fact, we're going to go ahead and do that. So, what we are going to do is, instead of checking if all this monster egg fancy crap is a thing, let me check, and let's see. We probably want to keep it a bone, because that makes sense. Make it a necrotic bone. Wait, no, witherbone? No, that's not a thing. I've been playing way too much FTB. Oh boy. Okay, anyways. And if is special item, we're going to want to add a configurable thing for the name of the item. So public static string item name, because creativity is real. Do I need to include no. Item name is going to be, I don't know. Someone think of a creative item name for the bone that would actually spawn. You know what? I don't want to wait on this today. We'll call it something terrible for now, like spawn wolf. I don't know. Actually, what was it called originally? It's called hunt. I mean, that's not very descriptive. We'll call it summon wolf. Whatever. Criticize me for creative item bone, dude. Yes, let's go with that. I'm just kidding. Right. Is special item stack. Then what other parameters do we need here? Display name. Item name. False, I believe, is what we need there. We don't need this. We don't need this. But we're going to have a cooldown on... Oop. Don't you be messing with me, boy. We're going to have a cooldown on this, so... If it is a special item, if... Oh, what is it? Is it... Cooldown manager or something? I've got a lot of open stuff here. Let's not have all that stuff open. No. Manager... Cooldown manager? No, that's something else entirely. Where is... Item cooldown. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm just bad. I haven't worked on any in like 2 days. Gasp. Hey, sorry. Dot is ready item stack. So this will check if the cooldown on that item stack's ready. If you played a class that has some physical item that you right click and has that number, it says like in green ready in all caps next to it. That's what that is. So it'll set the event canceled, it'll spawn the hunter wolf, call our method there, and it will, we don't need that anymore. Oh. Item cooldown, and this is why we want configuration variables, right? Like static int wolf summon cooldown. Equals, what do you want to put that at? Let's go with 20 for now. I can easily change it later. Aoife feels ignored. Aoife, shush you. Wolf call. Oh, gotcha. Do we want to do that? Wolf call? Yeah, let's change it to that. Aru, whatever. Jesus. Alright. So 20 seconds will be how long initially, but that's just to register it in the actual configuration file. We can always change that later. Why you no read? Because you're a scrub, that's why. Got him. Alright, start it. Item name. Wolf summon cooldown. Right. Public static string item underscore name dash your mom. Let's not say we did. Let's go with that. Right? Else, does item cooldown have a function to tell you how long? Aw, it doesn't. Whatever. I should probably add that functionality in sometime. To tell how long it is until your next cooldown. Right. looks good. It's probably horribly broken. It's gonna explode and murder my face, but whatever. Handle wolf cleanup. So now what I need to do is actually add the class item here. It's Hunter. So this is going to be off screen. You guys won't be able to see this, but I'm just kind of adding everything into here. Okay. So I'm going to make it apparently and E, whatever that color code is, whatever. So we want to do wolf call. Wolf underscore call. Right. Save that file. Upload that back to the server. And I think we're gonna be good to go. Oh, does it say? That's wolf summon cooldown. That's something else. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. I'm probably missing something blatantly obvious because I'm terrible. But we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot. Rip me. Am I going to let them breed? No. I hope. Probably not. No. That's asking for trouble. Taking another swig of Gatorade. Am I going to be making changes besides rewriting? I remember why I didn't have push to talk on before now. Enjoy the phone call in the background. Am I going to be changing anything other than just rewriting? Yeah, but I need the base of the class first. Like I said, I want to have the wolves actually be buffed a bit. I want to completely redo the traps, actually. And there are a couple other ideas I had, but, you know, I need the base class done first. Ring, 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 Socom phone. No, Socom phone, not banana phone. 12 years later. This takes a while to build sometimes. It figures. It doesn't surprise me. I start streaming and then I want to build the project. Nope. Not having any of it. Yeah, it's not supposed to take this long. It's not having any of my crap today. None of it. If player right-clicks with bone, turn wolf into bat and pop, instead of actually killing it. Could do. Try actually canceling this. Is it really done? Does not support cancellation. Piss off. Oh, there we go. Right. Just copy that to my Minecraft directory. C Minecraft. Yeah, I'm that cool. And we will upload that, assuming that it actually builds and everything. What's the time? 5:08. Yeah, it built. Okay. Upload that, and then we will restart the dev server. Let me do that. Seize it up right now. Yeah, I'm just going to restart it. Okay. We got to wait a little bit. IntelliJ has a bunch of keystrokes that you can use to format code. Control-Alt-L reformats code. Control-Alt-O optimizes imports. You can insert and auto-generate code stubs. There's quite a lot. Dude, if you guys, I mean, I'm probably, you know, do I sell out my address in order to get pizzas? That's a tough one, because, you know, it's like, on one hand, the stalkers, but on the other hand, it's pizza. That's a tempting offer. I'm guessing I have to probably sell my soul to Coke or there's some fine print or whatever. Okay. AnyDev is restarted, so let's go ahead and get to it. Boom, Minecraft. Please tell me OBS actually switched to Minecraft. No, it didn't, because it sucks. So I'm just going to have to do that manually. Whatever. Right. Am I using... What? It's not okay. Am I using Faithful? Oh. Nah. Like the real pros do it. Here we go. Vadix Faithful. Oh my god. If you crash Minecraft, we're gonna have a real issue here. There we go. Just making sure. Gotta get that quality resource pack. Alright. So, let's hope Hunter's actually a class here. It is. You are the predator. Hunter selected. We're gonna go, I don't know. It's red team, because I always go red team when I'm on divs. Because I'm a scrub. Boom. Okay. So we got the bomb. It's called Wolf Call. Because, you know, Aoife and his sass master. It spawned a wolf. Does it like us? Can't tell. It does. It's adorable, and this collar is orange. Come here, Wolfie. Yeah, he follows us. Look at that. Now, if I try to do it, yeah, I didn't break everything, guys. Just /me drops the mic. There we go. Right, and if I can spawn another one, can. Aw, he made a noise. You sit. You sit too. Right. So something I probably want to do is, because I'm guessing I can punch them. Yeah. So I don't want to be able to punch them, because imagine if you're out fighting stuff and you're hitting things in battle. You don't want to accidentally hit your own wolf. So what I'll probably do, and I'm going to do that right now, actually. Darny joining, is... Oh god, why did you... No, please. There we go. I swear to god darn, if you hit me like you did the other day on Dev, we're gonna go mono e mono. I'll sick him on you, darn. I'll do it. Get him, boys. Look at that next gen level combat tactics. Oh man. Oh, they're just tearing his ankles off. R-E-K-T wrecked. Oh. That's not part of the plan. Right, get out of here. You little bugger. Get him, boy. Go, my minions. Did he die? I don't even know what happened there. Did you die? No. Alright. So, finish this real quick. Right. I'll explain what this is after I'm done with it. Right. So what this should do is when I hit a wolf, if the person damaging the wolf is a player, and the entity being damaged is a wolf, I store both of those objects, and then I check if the person is hunter, if they've got wolves, and the wolf that they're hitting is one of their wolves. If so, I cancel that. Yay me. That should work, I hope. Ban him, Dharma. I'm not hacking. Get out of here. What the hell are you talking about? Darn's hacking, probably, yeah. Tester, 2000, free 2 again. I'm done. I'm so done. You already have 3 wolves spawn. Yeah, because you don't unregister them on death. That's another thing I want to do. See, I hope that's an event. Yep, entity death event. We'll want to remove wolves on death. What am I using a hash map here? Yeah. Key sets. Right, so contains wolf, wolves, dot remove wolf, and that'll unregister it. So then, girl, what you doing? Oopsie. That's why I like IntelliJ. It warns you when you do stupid stuff. Unlike writing text in Notepad, which is real fun. SOCOM wait, so SOCOM, SOCMOM, SOCOM wait, lol, they explode on hit. No, they don't explode on hit. They're wolves, not bombs. Get out of here. Okay. So that takes care of that. That also takes care of that. Alright. Just checking. Right, and so what we also want to do is add a way for players to remove wolves. So I'm thinking if you right click on them with a bone, it removes them. Maybe if they're shift right clicking. Let's go with the shift right clicking. What happened to the alpha wolf pack in Mindsy being added? That was so long ago, I don't remember. I think it might have had something to do with performance issues with the server. It was very intensive for some reason, all the wolf AI going around, something like that. I don't know. You can always ask Laser, he'll know. Take another swig of Gatorade. Much good. Right. So we can do that in this event here. Oh, 1 minute. And we'll want to check if they are sneaking. Oh, I'll be right back. Give me a minute here. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, what is sneaking? Shifting. Sneaking is sneaking. Yeah, is sneaking. Actually, we don't need that there. Is bone. Is special. That's where we want it. Finstuck. It's. Oh, actually, no. I want to do something else here. Is there an event? Entity interact event. There is. Just have what we need. Get block. I don't. No. Whatever. Might just. Have to grab where the player is. Oop, I broke it all. Sneaking. Yeah, whatever. There's gotta be a way to detect when I'm right-clicking on a wolf. I'll think about that while I'm doing some other stuff. So, I want to test this to make sure it all works. Canceling damage as well as the wolves dying. Right. So we'll build this. Hopefully it won't take 5 years. Here we go. And we'll upload this. We'll stop dev. And we'll restart dev. Right. See, now it's auto-switching. I don't know why it wasn't. You found, I'm gonna beat you over the head with a shovel. Maybe. I think it might. Well, it might, because you're not modifying player. Assuming this is what you're talking about. I don't know, I don't think that would. Whatever. To dev, away. Yep. Let's go Hunter again. Red team, best team. Right. So into wolf. So we can't hit him. Because he is our wolf. And where'd he go? Wolf. Thinks he can go where he wants. He be here. And now what we've probably got to do, so let's see, what we actually do. We on death as well. Okay. Yeah, just die real quick and find out. We're gonna do that. Hey, sorry. Actually, I want to have more than one here. Please enjoy this cooldown. Okay, so we've got 3, and in theory, I shouldn't be able to spawn another one. I'm about to find out. Oh, that's good to know. It still resets your cooldown. Let me handle that very quickly. Actually, why does it? That's strange. Oh, you already have 3 wolves spawned. Herp dirt. Yep, that would be why. We're gonna do this. Okay, that should fix that issue. Right, and now we can't spawn another one, but if I do this... Oh, wow. Really? That's the game we're playing here? Cool story, bro. Sorry, Wolfie. Had to be done. Rip. And there we go. So it does remove it from the list. Bam. Oh, gotcha. On-handle wolf cleanup. Well, let's find out. So I call this when equip. No, that didn't throw a concurrent modification exception. And it won't, because I'm iterating through the wolves, aim wolf. But that's just iterating through the list. And then I'm removing, yeah, I'm just removing the actual entry into the hash map afterwards. Right. So what were we doing? What were we doing? Right, so that's fixed, so you should no longer have to deal with that cooldown. And wow, I had something else I wanted to do right after this. Modifier, you know, when I signed up to do this, part of the job description wasn't exactly streaming, so I'm okay if I'm terrible at streaming. That doesn't exactly matter to me that much. Anyways. Right, so we're probably going to want to increase the number of wolves you can have, so let me make that change real quick in the config file. Let's see, Hunter, currently got it at what? Oh, am I on IntelliJ? Yeah, I'm on IntelliJ later. Where's Hunter? Control F, please. Hunter. Why is there no Hunter here? I'm confused. I think I broke something. Right, there we go. Okay, so we've got wolves functioning. I guess we can work on spicing them up a bit. So, let's see what exactly it is that we can do. We can set its health, we can buff its health, we can change its collar color. Is it sitting? Change if it can breed. Set. Ooh. There we go. Happy now? By me. Hey, educate. Okay. We can get its equipment. Is there anything else we can do that wouldn't be super fancy? Give it a custom name, it probably doesn't need one. So velocity. Right. So what we'll want to do is, we'll just do it with potion effects. And we'll just give them speed 1, and we'll go with... What else? We could give them auto regeneration. That might be nice. Yeah, we don't have to heal them. That'd be cool. Let's see. So wolf, regen, level equals 1. Something we give them speed 1, regen 1, and strength 5. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't hurt me. Speed 1, regen 1. What other potion effects might be nice? That'll do it for now. Right. So is it speed? Yeah, okay. Wait a minute, it is... I'm trying to remember which way it is. Whatever. Can't remember if it's length and then intensity. And then we'll just give it for life, so 10,000. Don't even need the 20 there. Good enough. I feel like that's not right, and for the life of me, I can't remember if it's speed, intensity, then duration. I feel like it is. Yeah. And wolf regen level as well. Actually, because of the way these methods are handled, I have to decrement that by 1 before adding it, because adding in code using add potion effect will add a speed level of 2 in game if I supplied it with a 1, because it's stupid. Right? Go ahead and test that out. Restart the dev server. Damn it, I did get it the other way around, didn't I? It's amplifier. Figures. I'm off my game today, I cry. Yeah, so let's not put that version on the server. Instead, we'll do this. Right, there we are. So now, you know, wolves won't have a bajillion things. Yeah, we could add some sort of feature where there's a summon option. Just thinking of what I want to do. Yeah, do something like that. Anyways, wait for any dev to go back up online. And it's currently booting up. Wow, can't even remember if I type /vanish or not. What is it, Wednesday? Maybe because it's a Wednesday. I don't know. Right, so wolves will now have speed 1 and resistance 1. So you can see they're pretty fast now. I don't know if they outrun you per se. No, but they're pretty fast. And I don't know how much damage they do, if they need any sort of damage buff, but I'll leave that for now. Can always edit it later. Do want to check if this actually registered something else. There we go. So we've got wolf call. We'll set max number of wolves. And we'll set, yeah, region can probably stay at 1. Speed can stay at 1 as well. So back to the code we go. No, I don't really want to give him strength. That seems like it would be way too much. Right. Just get my bearings here. Okay, so now we want to implement shift right clicking or right clicking or whatever, doing something to a wolf. I don't know what removes it from the battlefield. I don't know why you want to do that. Maybe it's stuck, maybe it's injured, I don't know, whatever. So, special item. I'm wondering here, let me check something very quickly. Got the Spigot API up real quick. Right. Oh, so that's what the event name's called? That's nice. Entity, identity, I don't know the difference between those two. Whatever. Player. Right, so cast that there. Take a look at chat. Do these guys read chat? Well, considering I'm trying to write this code, the first priority is for me to actually get this finished so you guys have a working class to play and it's not buggy. And like I said, first time ever streaming, so I'm not going to be very responsive to chat, but we're both going to have to deal with and work on that, I guess. Right, so grab the wolf. What am I doing here? Checking if the player is sneaking. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Then get the item in the player's hand if they have one. Make sure it's our special class item that we've got. Right. And then I suppose we want to play some poof of particles or something, but that's secondary. I'll add flashy stuff maybe a little bit later, but for now I want to get this just working. And I need to check if this is actually a wolf that they've got. Oh, it's wolf. Hunter wolf. Oh, Jesus. Whatever. And a wolf cleanup. Where do I remove hunter wolves? Probably want to do this. Alright, just organizing some code here, making this easier for me to work with. Wait, what? Whatever. Okay, so now I can call that method from anywhere I need to, like right here. That is another phone call. Fantastic. No. And I suppose when you right-click a wolf, you don't necessarily want it to actually die in front of you. So I'll add in either or. Whoa. Did I do that somewhere else? Yeah, gotcha. That should do it. Removal of... That's... Oh, does it not unregister them when I quit? No, I don't. Silly me. There we go. Right. And we don't want that displaying any death or anything, so I'll just remove that. I'll add particles in there later, I suppose. Checks if it's a special item, all that stuff, removes the wolf. I wrote something kind of backwards here. Eh. It's doing an unnecessary loop through players. Whatever. I will survive. Alright, so we're going to try this out. And then I probably have time. Let's see, it's 5:44 p.m. my time, and I've got some schoolwork I need to get done for tomorrow. So I'll have time to implement one or two more things before I've got to end off the stream for today. Let's switch over to Minecraft for the time being, though. It's Shadow. Alright. Hunter. So now, if we right-click a wolf, maybe I do it with an empty hand or an object that's not the bone. Yeah, screw making it the bone. I don't want to have to deal with that stuff. There we go. Alright, so you don't even have to be holding a special item for that to work now. Because in reality, there's no need for that. Right, but does it actually work is the question. Where'd he go? You cheeky bugger. Pop. And it summoned another one. Lol. Well, that makes sense. But if I do it this time. Yeah, okay, so that works. I'm just bad and whatever. Okay, so when you shift right-click a wolf with any item, or even your bare hand actually, doesn't matter what you're holding, it will remove that wolf and you will be able to spawn another one. So I guess you might want to do that if it's hurt or anything of this sort. So what's left to implement is some sort of feature where you can call all of your wolves to you. And of course the traps. I want to do something fun and original with the traps, not just a pressure plate per se that they step on and it hurts them. Maybe, I don't know. I'm open to ideas, but I've got a couple of things in mind that I think might be cooler. Because, you know, you walk on a pressure plate, you take damage, whatever, that's not exactly new and original. Another swig of Gatorade. Okay. Switch back to IntelliJ here. Right. Then I think what I'm going to do is start the base framework of a trap, and then I'm going to end off the stream in a couple of minutes here. So I don't really want to do something super cluttery with a trap, but what I will do is... trying to think if I only want to do potion effects or something else. Nah, I don't want to be able to do some cool stuff here. Right. Just trying to think how I want to set this up here. This is probably why I'm not the best at streaming. I'll often just kind of stop and look at what I'm writing. I thought about that NTM, but I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of a mobilizer, and I think that something we might want to work on is adding or reducing the amount of conflictions between classes. I know I've done some work on Wizard, so it's not so much, you know, overshadowing Pyro. I know it was a big complaint that a lot of users weren't really happy about, and I changed some other things, but I'd like it if every class was unique in its own way and didn't necessarily emulate the abilities of any other classes. I think that allows for the most fun, and, you know, then every class is unique in its own way. So, all we only need is the owner. Well, for now, whatever, not important. Yeah, I'll make this a little bit more robust. How about that? So what I'm going to do here is I have this class, and it's not just a normal class, it's an abstract class, which basically means it's partially complete. Now, I can use this class to make other classes that are a subclass of Hunter Trap, but when I do that, they will need to provide the code that goes into this method. So, I'll basically say, you know, private class, I don't know, damage trap. I'm not going to do something that boring, but that's an example that I can think of off the top of my head. And then in here, I would supply code that says, you know, victim.damage or whatever I want to do, and register that as a new trap, and when the player activates it, there you go. A sound trap? What do you mean? That's an interesting idea. What about a trap that randomizes your hotbar or changes the locations of all items? That would be interesting. I could do something like along the lines of a trap that... then that would be dependent on inventory space. No, I don't want to do that. I might do something that changes around your inventory. That's not a bad idea. Right. I'll probably want to store the actual location. I suppose I have to come up with a way for them to actually activate the trap. Like I said, I don't really want to do a stone pressure plate type thing. Maybe, but I don't want it to be so you can't see the trap at all as an opposing player. I don't know. Makes a loud noise when an enemy steps on it so your teammates know they're being snuck up on. Could do. I don't know how useful that would be. It sounds nice, but on paper, I don't know how practical it would be in an actual game. Tell you what. I don't really think it's very cool to have every trap words please, just be a 1-by-1 activation area. So what I can do is different traps have different areas of activation. Maybe if I were to do a sound trap, it wouldn't just be a 1-by-1, it could be maybe a 3-by-3. Radius. And then now I could do something where you disguise your trap as a block, but then the problem is getting when a player is on that block. Now in theory I could say every time they move check if they're on a trap, but that's terrible and I don't want to do that because that's eating up a lot of server resources right there. Well, I'll think of something else after the stream is over. For now, I'll just finish setting up this framework. Alright, so we've got our basic trap here. It takes in the string as the owner's name, an integer as the radius. So if the radius is 1, it would just be a 1-by-1. If it was 2, it'd be a 2-by-2, a 3, a 3-by-3, etc. In the location of the trap. And then obviously all the code that we need to supply for the actual trap will be here, supplied to the onActivation abstract method when this class is inherited. So we've got wolves functioning, and I've got to apply some more polish and obviously flesh out the rest of the features, but this is going to be our base hunter class. And I think it's going to be a lot more useful than just, you know, the old hunter class, especially considering it now works. So for now, I'm going to end off the stream here. If you guys have ideas for this class on the forums, well, that ruined that sentence. If you have ideas for this class, I'd actually love to read them. So putting them on the forums under the Annihilation subforum, or section, whatever it may be, would be great, so I can go through those and get some feedback, because, you know, I need ideas as much as anyone else does. This class, you'll be able to see it live once it's finished. It's not part of our future balance update, so whenever I do have this finished, it will be pushed. You won't have to repurchase the class or anything, because it's just an update to existing code. But as I said, for now I'm going to end off the stream. Thanks for you guys who stuck around. I realize it probably wasn't the most entertaining thing, but I appreciate that because it shows you're genuinely interested in maybe not necessarily the whole Shotbow, but at least Annihilation and how it works. And I think that's pretty cool that we get the chance to interact with people who, you know, actually care about the mechanics of the game and not just winning every match that they play. If I remember right, string can update a bud position, so it should create a block update event that can be received, right? String. That's a thought. Alright, so I will catch you guys later. If you want to contact me, I'll be on the forums, you know, TeamSpeak, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.